Suga confessed that he chose IU over Jungkook and that IU disappointed him. Jungkook's LA trip and the mystery behind it. J-Hope made a few statements regarding his upcoming military enlistment after fans worried he might secretly enlist today, why Suga was treated differently by the agency than the other BTS members, and Jimin's backup dancer apologized after posting a controversial image of the singer. In the 19th episode of the YouTube talk show IU's Palette, hosted by IU, BTS member Suga made a special appearance. During the show, the two singer-songwriters of the same generation discussed various subjects. Suga spoke about his first solo world tour and how much he has prepared for his fans. He mentioned that he will be turning 30 this year, making his first world tour all the more significant. Suga also provided a glimpse into his forthcoming documentary August D Road to D-Day, set to be released after his debut studio album D-Day. He humorously advised fans to skip the initial 30 minutes of the documentary as he thought he looked awful in it. He added that the documentary seemed a bit too serious and he was surprised at his appearance, wondering if an idol could look like that. The documentary will feature the process of creating his album, among other aspects. Regarding their collaboration on People Part 2, Suga mentioned that he had been considering whether to collaborate with Jungkook or IU, ultimately choosing IU. While talking about the previous collaboration, 8, IU proposed performing the song live on Palette, marking their first live rendition of the track. Suga expressed his expectation that IU would invite him to a recent concert, the Golden Hour Under the Orange Sun, to perform 8 together. He revealed his thoughts, saying he believed IU would call him as a guest, but she didn't. IU explained that 8 was the opening song and that she didn't invite friends to her concerts because she feared they might feel overwhelmed. Suga humorously mentioned that he had no plans on the day of IU's concert. In response, IU stated that he couldn't invite a guest for the opening song and his rap part was too short to ask him to come just for that. Suga then proposed a solution to IU, suggesting that she could sing as a featured artist at his concert to make up for the disappointment. He continued to playfully tease IU about not inviting him to her concert. When they prepared to sing Aid, IU asked if he was ready, and he jokingly replied, "I was ready since your Olympic main stadium concert. I was memorizing the lyrics, but got no call." A video featuring BTS member Jungkook in a recording studio in Los Angeles surfaced online, sparking speculation among fans about the possible collaboration with Justin Bieber. Scott Scooter Brown, who recently posted several photos of Jungkook on his Instagram, was seen with Bang Si-hyuk, Andrew Watt, and others in the images. The first photo captured Jungkook in the studio with his friends. Additional photos included Bang Si-hyuk with the rest of the team, and the final slide depicted Bang Si-hyuk and a girl smiling while Jungkook recorded a song alongside another individual. Jungkook sported a white t-shirt, denim jacket, crepe pants, and white sneakers in the pictures. Scooter Brown captioned the post, emphasizing the excitement of witnessing history and highlighting the significance of the moment. Bang Si-hyuk also posted a picture with Jungkook and Andrew Watt on his Instagram, where the trio posed with their arms around each other, smiling. In response to the new photos, BTS fans expressed their excitement and anticipation for a potential collaboration between Jungkook and Justin Bieber. Fans also shared their hopes for the collaboration, emphasizing that history was about to be made and expressing their support for Jungkook. Jungkook's recent trip to the US came after a live session on Weverse, in which he was joined by fellow BTS members J-Hope and V. The youngest member of the group mentioned that J-Hope and V had come over after he invited them in a group chat, and they enjoyed talking about various topics. Although he hadn't planned on doing the live session, they turned it on anyway. On April the 10th, BTS member J-Hope took to Weverse to reassure fans that he will not be enlisting on April 11th. A few days prior, Big Hit Music announced that J-Hope will enlist as an active duty soldier sometime in mid-April. The company explained that there will be no separate or official ceremony during J-Hope's enlistment at the new recruit training center, as it is meant for new recruits and their family and close friends. They strongly urged fans not to visit the site to avoid any chaotic situations or safety accidents, asking them to send their warm wishes and encouragement in their hearts only. In response to the announcement, fans grew concerned that J-Hope's enlistment might be imminent, with some speculating that it could take place on April 11th. Addressing these concerns, J-Hope reassured fans on Weverse that he will not be enlisting the following day. He expressed that he will not be enlisting the next day and promised to meet fans through a live stream later in the week. He encouraged his fans not to have a hard time and expressed his love for them, sharing a finger heart. J-Hope assured fans that he will keep them updated before his enlistment. The exact enlistment date for J-Hope remains undisclosed. He will soon become the second member of BTS to start his mandatory military service as an active duty soldier. Wonfei remarked that J-Hope prefers to keep his enlistment date private to avoid distressing fans, which is reasonable given many fans' sadness. They acknowledge that 2 years might seem like a long time, but in reality it will pass quickly and the beloved artist will return. As anticipation builds for BTS Suga's forthcoming documentary, Suga Road to D-Day, Disney Plus Korea shared an exclusive interview in which the rapper discussed highlights from his career and personal life. In the interview, Suga was asked about his experience as a composer since his trainee days. He candidly admitted that his trainee life was somewhat different from other members. At the time, Big Hit Music conducted auditions in 3 categories: rap, dance, and composing. Suga auditioned in both rap and composing, eventually becoming a trainee. Upon joining Big Hit, he discovered his trainee process varied greatly from his fellow trainees. While others practiced dancing nearly non-stop, Suga only practiced basic dance moves a couple of days per week. Instead, he spent significant time with the company's composers, even receiving his own studio space next to them. While learning from professionals, Suga created most of the songs featured in his first mixtape, August D. The title track was composed while he was still in high school. Suga also expressed gratitude for the support he received from Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of Big Hit Music and the label's in-house producer. He mentioned staying up late night after night, not even knowing how many days had passed, while Bang Si-hyuk worked alongside him in a small studio until a song was completed. Even after joining BTS, Suga's training as a composer and producer persisted. He recalled working on the Most Beautiful Moment in Life series for BTS and mentioned having to make 30 revisions for just one song. However, Suga has no regrets about the time and effort he invested behind the scenes, as it provided him with valuable songwriting skills, enabling him to create songs with greater ease today. A dancer who recently collaborated with BTS's Jimin is facing backlash after posting a controversial edit featuring the two of them. Following the release of Jimin's solo album Face and promotions for the song Like Crazy, his backup dancers have also been receiving attention. One female dancer, who serves as Jimin's reflection in the music video and live performances, worked with him on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon in New York City. Julia, the US-based dancer, gained popularity after the performance aired. After Vogue released a video titled A Day with BTS's Jimin in New York City, Julia shared a series of Instagram stories capturing lighthearted moments with Jimin and the dancers. However, her subsequent post received mixed reactions from fans. Julia posted an edited image featuring herself and Jimin in wedding attire, complete with the cake and rings, and captioned it, LOL. While some fans found the edit amusing, others expressed concern. Critics argued that it was inappropriate for a dancer to share a shipping edit with someone they worked with. In response to the backlash, Julia deleted the post and shared a clarification and apology. She explained she had not created the edit but had simply reposted it and apologized to anyone who was offended. Julia has a history of reposting fans' edits, so it's likely that she shared this one without closely examining the details. As a guest on IU's show, Suga shared some intriguing stories about his upcoming album D-Day and his collaborations with IU. While discussing People Part 2, Suga surprisingly mentioned that IU was not the only singer he had considered for the song. Jungkook had also been a potential choice. In March, fans had noticed Jungkook's voice in an unreleased song, playing in the background of a behind-the-scenes video from a photoshoot. Suga confirmed in the IU Spotlight episode that the song was indeed the demo version of People Part 2, and he had been unsure whether to feature Jungkook in the final version. IU was surprised by the revelation, but her concern about the song was different. She mentioned that they had recorded their parts separately, and after sending a recording to Suga, she worried that he might not have liked her version. Suga quickly reassured her, saying he was thrilled with her verse and had even applauded after hearing her recording. IU playfully urged Suga to be more expressive, as he had only sent a thumbs up emoji in response to her recording, causing her to worry that he wasn't satisfied with her work. Suga explained somewhat sheepishly that in his opinion, a thumbs up emoji was the highest form of praise. This interaction revealed the lively dynamic between the duo, who were both born in 1993, and showed fans a more chaotic side to their relationship than previously known.